Test, 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 test. Hello everyone, we're just in the practice lobby right now. I believe we're going to be doing a practice race starting around 2 or 3 minutes, and then the race will begin. We are racing the second race today. The first was in Laguna Seca, and we are in Suzuka today doing 22 laps around this amazing circuit. It's race 1 currently. We've got a really good lineup for today's race as well, and I'll quickly just run through that now. In race 1 we've got Jerry Vilsek, that's who we're on board with now, starting in first. Then we've got Scotty in second, Bagpuss in third, Martin in fourth, and King Reaper in fifth. Now a little bit down the field we're going to have Iceman Kimmy, Fifi, Mary, Markov, Max, Havoc and Shane. And if you're wondering why all the fast guys are at the back of the pack, that is because we are doing a reverse grid order here in OFR GTS based on the driver standings. Then we're going to have another 22 lap race after this for round 2. We've got 7 teams with us today as well, and I believe this is going to be the real start. Let's hope it is. No, this is the practice start, beg your pardon. So we're just going to make sure everyone can pull away, and if they can't, then we're going to restart and hope, restart, clear the cache, and then hope no one has that problem again. So let's see if everyone can pull away. It would be amazing if they can. So I'll start at the back, just to see if I can see if there's anyone caught up. I'll ride on his onboard. Everyone moves. Oh, one person. It's Iceman, I think. I think that's Iceman who's stuck on the grid. So the Bokken calls Mary got spun around, unfortunately. But there is one driver there. Yes, it's Iceman Kimmy who's been stuck. Okay, well, I'm glad we got that test start out of the way at least. Be back with you shortly. Right, so the real event is about to start now. So let's hope it's nice and clear, and let's hope Iceman Kimi does not get stuck on the grid. But here we are. Look at how beautiful all those liveries look. We're in for a hell of a race today. You can see Vilcek starting in first, and we have Shane and Scotty starting all the way down in 11th and 12th place. Here we go. The lights are coming up. Let's make sure we've got everything here. We do. Ooh, I'm not sure if someone got a jump start there. He might have done. Vilcek might have got a jump start. It doesn't look like he's got a penalty yet, but Bagpuss has moved all the way up into first place. He's got the inside line as well. No one was stuck on the grid. That's amazing to see. Bagpuss goes into the first corner. Nice and easy there. He could have a win on his hands here if he can keep it clean. Now we've got Pitch Black behind him, and behind him we've got Fifi in that Racing Point BWT Porsche car there, closing in on him. What a great start to this race. Bagpuss is running away. He's 5 tenths ahead already. Fifi is really pressuring Pitch Black in second place there. Fifi is not willing to give that up yet. Let's switch to his onboard and see how close he is. Oh, there's a bit of contact between these two. Pitch Black is sliding slightly. Fifi punts him from behind, but he's managed to keep it on track so far. But look how much they've closed up to Bagpuss now as well. What an amazing start. It doesn't look like anyone's been left behind apart from Iceman Kimi. He's managed to pull away though, so at least he's driving, but he's a bit far behind. He's just finished the S's right now. So this is it's a figure of 8 circuit actually. It's a really great circuit. We'll just quickly jump back up to the front to see how Bagpuss is defending there. He's just gone through that hairpin at turn 11 and he's coming round this really long right-hander at turn 12 now, up into 4th gear already. You saw him shift up there. Pitch Black is still not allowing him to get away. Now, where's Fifi in all of this? Fifi has now got Vilcek right behind him. Vilcek looking down the inside as they are coming up to the spoon curve at 13 and 14 here. Vilcek down the inside of Bagpuss and gets that overtake done. Well done, Vilcek. What a move there. It's a very difficult place to overtake, and he did it very well. Now, Pitch Black is still not allowing Bagpuss to get away too quickly. Bagpuss is just under 6 tenths ahead here, but the slipstream's not that powerful when you're going uphill, and Bagpuss is just pulling away ever so slightly. Ooh, Pitch Black went a lot faster through there actually, and he's taken out 2 tenths on Bagpuss already. Let's hope there's no contact. No, there isn't, but we're going to move down the field to see, because there's a big chain of cars here. 4th all the way up, fighting for 3rd place, I beg your pardon. Here they come around the final corner now. The hump's not as aggressive here as it is in Formula 1, but look how close Mary is to the back of Fifi's car now. Can he get this overtake done? Let's jump to the onboard and see. He's really close behind. He's looking down the inside. He's peeking. Fifi's chosen the outside line as they are approaching turn 1. Can he do it? No, he can't. And it looks like we've got Bagpuss jumping around on track there again. But he is okay. He is okay. Now, Vilcek is up into 2nd place. Where has Pitch Black gone? He's all the way down in 6th now. Where's he gone? He's in 10th. Oh, he must have come off into the first corner. Let's see if we can catch a replay there and see what happened. Oh no, it's started all the way up back at the beginning. I'm not sure what the replay is doing there. Let's see if we can try that again. Nope, it's glitched a bit. So no replays for now. Let's get back to the live stream and follow this. So Pitch Black down in 11th place. He's come off the track again just as he's finishing the S's there at turn 6 and 7. He's just come around turn 7 now. He's looking a bit more stable. He just needs to cool his head and keep driving here. Now, jumping back up the field, it looks like there's a bit of a battle going on for 6th place. Yes, there is. Scotty is right behind Markov right now as they are coming through turn 10 and approaching the hairpin at turn 11. Really, really tricky in these cars to get this right, because the car just wants to oversteer as soon as you get on the throttle coming out of there, so you need to be tentative on it. But Scotty is right behind him now. He's just 1/10 behind actually. Let's jump to the onboard and see if he can get an overtake done. I don't think he's going to be close to it yet. Let's jump back. He's looking down the inside. No, he's not going to be able to do it. So Markov is in 6th place currently in his pink Force India BWT Racing Point. I still can't remember the full name because it is so long. But these guys are battling hard right now. Now, Havoc's in 8th place currently. I think he's moved up a fair few. I think he started in 10th, but please correct me if I'm wrong. But he's in 8th right now, and I think he's going to have a hell of a race on his hands. He is very, very quick here. He's very quick in GT Sport overall. So, yeah, he is going to be fighting here. There he goes. Let's see if he can make a move stick. He's looking down the outside. No, he's not doing it yet. He's broke a bit early. He's playing the safe game for now, just waiting for these guys to make a mistake. But he is on the back of the gearbox of Scotty's car in position 7 right now, and he can taste that spot, and he wants it as quick as he can. Now, moving up to 1st place, Bagpuss and Vilcek are going to engage in a bit of a battle right now. Just 5 tenths behind Vilcek as they go through turn 1. and come out of turn 2. It looks like that's one corner, but it's actually 2. The first entry, which is full speed, is 1, and then that tighter bit where it swings around to the right is turn 2. But they're going through the S's now, 3, 4, and they've just gone through 5, coming up to 6 now. It's really hard to follow here because of the lack of downforce, but Vilsek is doing a pretty good job. I think Vilsek could actually get an overtake done soon. He's in that Spinorama car there. They're currently leading the team championship at the Constructors' Championship. This is his first race this season, actually, because he got stuck on the grid last race, unfortunately. But he's doing a good job for Spinorama right now. Let's hope he can keep it up. Now, we do have one car off right now. Let's see if we can see who that is. It's Martin. So let's see if the replay works now. It's being a bit temperamental. Let's see if we can go back a little bit further. No, it's not. The replay is bugged. Sorry, guys. Maybe I'll try again later, but for now we'll keep it as it is. So, Bagpuss is pulled away from 3rd place. Sorry, Bagpuss and Vilsek have pulled away. Look how close Vilsek is behind now as they're going through Spoon at turn 14 right now. Oh, he's looking around the outside, but he's not going to do it. He's getting a bit of a tank slapper there. Bagpuss shoots a cone into his face, but Vilsek does not flinch, and he is still right behind him. And wow, that cone landed right on its... Wow, that was an amazing scene. Let me just write this down. Lap 2. That was great to see. Anyway, Vilsek is now going through 130R. He's still close behind, and he's just under 4/10. So if he doesn't get his braking wrong here, we might see an overtake on the entry into turn 1. He's still very close behind. You can see he's just sniffing the rear of Bagpuss there. Bagpuss's Bock and Cole's car. And he wants this overtake. You can see he's gaining slightly. He's gaining. He's trying to put Bagpuss off, looking down the inside. He's trying to brake late. He's not going to do it though. He's gone down the inside. He has gone down the inside. And he's got the overtake done. Vilsek moves up into 1st place. What a move there, Vilsek. Congratulations. Spinorama back in 1st. If you can keep this, they're going to get another handful of points here, and that's going to cement their lead in this championship. Now, I'm just going to quickly look a bit further down the field because there's still a little bit of a battle going on for 6th place right now. Havix moved up to 6th, so great work from him. That's 2 positions in the last 2 laps, and behind him is Iceman Kimi right now, who's pressuring him a little bit, but not too much. Now, as Bagpuss swings it round at turn 7, he's actually extending his gap a little bit to Iceman Kimi there. Just going to quickly check the stream to see what's going on. We're on lap 4 of 22, so we're just under a 5th of the way through. Jan, nice to have you here. Lex, yeah, that was a great pass by Vilsek. Where's Scotty? He must be a bit further down the field. Let's see if we can see him. I don't know where Scotty is, actually. Ah, there he is. Scotty's in 5th place. Doing a pretty good job for the tag Racing, Phoenix Racing Lab. I can't get used to all these names. You need to make these names shorter, guys. It's kind of hard to keep up. But anyway, again, a bit of a battle going on for 3rd now as Shane, I think he's 2nd in the championship. I think Leica holds the championship lead at the moment, but Shane is super quick. He's catching Mary. Look how much of a speed advantage he has coming out of Spoon there at turn 14. He's got so much speed. He's still carrying so much speed as well. Let's see if he can get an overtake done into 130 yard. No, he's not going to do it here. That would be too dangerous at turn 15. Mary's sliding a little bit, but Shane is not giving up. Is Shane going to make a move here and claim that 2nd spot on the podium? He's not going to do it yet, but look how close he is behind. We'll stick with these two because I think it's about to happen soon. There they go, cross the line for lap 5. Just under a quarter of the way through now. And is Shane going to make a move? Not yet. Mary's playing that line really defensively. He's got a little bit of a spin going on. Both of them get their tyres onto the grass there, but Mary comes out in front. So well done, Mary, in that Buck and Coles car, looking nice in that orange and white livery. But again, Shane is right behind them now, and anything could happen. Let's see if Shane can do anything as he's going through the S's. I don't think he's going to be able to. I mean, he's so close behind. I don't know how he's being able to keep so close. He's almost touching the rear of his car here. Let's hope they can keep it clean. Let's hope they can keep it clean as they are coming up to turn 8 right now. Ooh, Mary cuts the corner but doesn't pick up a penalty because he still had one of his wheels on track. Shane is still not allowing him to get past at turn 9. Is Mary going to block? Is he going to be defensive? Is he going into turn 11 at the hairpin? He's planted his car in the middle of the track. That is everything you need to be doing, and he is doing it right. He is not allowing Shane to get an advantage in the positioning of his car by positioning his car right dead center of the track, which will make it difficult to Shane to choose the outside or inside into these corners. But as they are fighting, Vilsek is running away. 3.5 seconds. Shane needs to get past him. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Shane does come into the back of Mary's Bock and Call's car there, and Shane in the default is getting a bit impatient, I think. He wants to make this move because he knows Vilsek is currently pulling away. Let's see if he can do it into 130R. He's got a spoiler on the outside of his car, but he's not going to do it yet. Shane's got a bit more speed now, though. He could look down the inside. He's looking, but he's not going to do it. He's broke a little bit earlier, and this is a hell of a battle. I'm just looking on track. It doesn't look like anyone else right now is too close. Havoc's moved back down to 8th place, so something happened there. But for now, I will stick with these guys because this battle is going to be intense. Jan is saying... Lex saying it's impressive. Jan, it just looks like it's just you two here right now. See if you can recruit some more guys to come and watch this race because there are lots of battles going on. Scotty has moved into 4th place for the Tag Heuer car there. Good job, Scotty. And he's got a perfect view of these guys in front. Look at Shane still trying desperately hard to get past Mary. How close is Vilsek ahead now? He's 4.1 seconds, so he's pulled away another 8/10 from the cars behind, and he's just at a purple first sector. Scotty currently holds the fastest lap with a 2:01, and Vilsek's last lap was a 2:03.247. So I don't know how Scotty, got that amazing time. Beg your pardon. But yeah, turning out to be a hell of a race so far. Oh no! I've cursed him! Scotty's gone! He was in 3rd. Where's Shane? What has happened here? Shane's down in 5th. Right, let's hope this replay works now. Let's see if we can see what happened. No, the replay's just not working anymore. Really? Oh, it might be actually. Let's see. No, we couldn't see. Oh, it might have just happened before. Never mind. But there we go. Shane's now down in 4th, and he's got a lot to do if he's going to win this race. Vilsek so far ahead, 6 seconds ahead now, as there must have been an incident between Mary and Shane. But this could be a win for Spinorama. Another win for Spinorama. Now, I've been hearing through the OFR grapevine that there has been some changes in management there. I'm not sure if Vilsek or Lika is team captain right now. But things are looking a little bit unstable at Spinorama. All of the other teams seem to be doing fine as well. I just want to give a shout out to Mark, Communist Kermit, who has retired from the race, unfortunately. He just doesn't have time to care for his kids anymore, and he's had to retire for at least a few races, but we might see him again. But there is a spot open in the pink Racing Point Force India BWT Best Water Tech Technology OFR Porsche car here, so if anyone is looking for a seat, then you know where to come. Porsche GT3 RSR 911 OFR Championship. Come along, and I'm sure we can accommodate for you. But yeah, Vilsek's pulling away even more. He's 6.5 seconds ahead now. We've got a bit of a battle going on a bit further down the field. Let me see if I can see who that is. Oh, we've got our first pit stopper. We've got Max in the pits. He's gone onto the soft tyre. He's refueling a fair bit. What tyre is he coming out on? He was on the softs. I'm not sure if he's going to come out on the... Yeah, he's on the softs again. So Max has chosen the softs because I believe these super softs are only going to last around 4 or 5 laps maybe. He did 7 if he did start on the super softs, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, there's still a bit of a battle going on. I'm trying to figure out who it is. It's here we go. It's Martin and Pitch Black. So where's Pitch? Oh, the Pitch has come off. Oh no, and he's got it. Is that into the pit lane? Yeah, he's in the pit lane. So I'm not sure if he had trouble getting into the pit lane there. Oh, the replays look like they could be working again. He looks like he took the escape road and then cut across the track and came straight into the pits. Looks like we've got the replay function back, boys. That's great. Okay, so we're going to jump back up to the race leader, who's still 6.4 seconds ahead. We're going to jump down to 2 and 3. A bit of a battle going on for second. Shane's managed to catch back up to the back of Scotty. So we'll jump to Shane's onboard right now and see how close he is. He's just 0.8 seconds behind. He's set a personal best in the middle sector there. but still not close enough to make a move on Scotty yet, who's doing an absolute phenomenal job in that Tag Heuer car there. Now, I think this is the only second race he's done. And Shane is coming into the pit. Shane is in. So Shane was on those super soft tyres. He's managed to get them 8 laps. Let's see what tyres he goes on to in the end. He's just refueling his car. And he has gone on to the soft tyres now, the racing soft tyres, and he's come out in only 5th place. So maybe he's hoping for an undercut here. And we've passed a third of the race right now. And the track looks a bit spread out. Now going back up to 3rd and 4th, we're going to jump to the variable cam here. And Scotty is just half a second behind Mary right now. So this is going to be a battle, and I think it's going to be a battle of who is going to pit first, because they may be able to get an undercut done depending on how much fuel they put into their car. But it doesn't look at the moment like these guys are wanting to pit, 'cause they've still got a quarter tank of fuel left. That will get them at least another 2 laps. Ooh, Scotty gets a big tank slapper out of the hairpin there at turn 11. Thankfully, he's okay. He's okay, but he did get a bit scruffy, and that allowed Mary just to edge back above half a second. You can see it was anyway, just 5/10. And here they come into the spoon curve at 13. Nice and easy on the throttle as they go through 14. You do not want to push your car wide there, because as you can see, there is a gravel trap on the outside of 14. If you get in there, this car really punishes you for going off track, and you will lose a few seconds at the very least. But here he comes to turn 15. Let's jump to the onboard and see how tricky it is. Let's see if he lifts or brakes. He gets a bit of a brake going. Just a bit though, and he's back on the throttle. He's managed to get a little bit closer to Mary. Ooh, Mary gets a bit scruffy as well. Is he going to go into the pits? Mary's going into the pits, as is Scotty. So let's watch these two guys right now and see if one of them can jump the other as they are going through the pits. So Scotty pulls away. Ah, no, he couldn't jump him. Let's check Mary's fuel, however, though, just to see if he underfueled. Oh, he did. So, oh no, hang on. Sorry, Mary's got 3/4 of a tank, and Scotty's got just over 3/4. So yes, it looks like Mary underfueled a little bit, and that allowed him to get to keep his position. So, just going to quickly jump back to the lead, to the track, see who's jumping around. 7th and 8th, so we've got Markov battling Havoc. We'll stick with these guys for now and see how they get on. Havoc's just going through turn 5 now. He's 1.4 seconds behind, 19 seconds off the lead. And he's just going through turn 7 right now. He's got that down to 0.5 of a second already, just through the S's. And he's about to overtake Markov here. Let's see if he can stick with him as they are going through turns 8 and 9 here. 9 is a really tricky turn. It's so tight. It is on camber, so it helps the car to turn, but it's so on camber that it helps to over-rotate the car, actually. And if you get too early on the throttle, you will get massive oversteer, accelerated by the fact that the corner is leaning inwards, and you could spin there. Oh, he's touched him! He's touched him! And that's fair, that's fair. He allowed him to stay ahead there. You can see he actually lifted off the throttle until Markov was stable again. So that's nice of Havoc. Nice, sensible racing there. But he's not allowed him to get away too much, though. And as they are just coming through this really long right-hander at 12, let's see if Havoc can look down the inside. Nope, not at Spoon. We've only seen one. Oh, he is! He's gone down the inside at Spoon! Wow, what a move by Havoc there. That was brilliant. Let's watch that one again, if the replay function is working. It is. And let's watch Havoc brave this move here. We're going to watch the chase cam, because I just want to see how close his car was to Markov. Markov goes a bit deep, and Havoc just slides down the inside there. What a move. Good job there. That puts Havoc back up to 7th place. And now there's a bit of a battle going on again between 4th and 3rd. Scotty is not letting Mary escape. And while all this has gone on, sorry I missed it there, guys, but Shane has got 1st place. So he must have jumped Vilsek in the pits. The undercut worked. So Shane is now 7 seconds ahead of Vilsek in second. Vilsek is just 5 tenths ahead of Mary, and Mary's just 4 tenths ahead of Scotty. So there is a big battle going on for second place, as Mary sets a personal best in the first sector there as well, just to rub salt into the wound of Scotty, who's still trying to chase him down. But I'm not sure what happened to Vilsek's pace. He's just kind of dropped off the pace. He was a lot faster at the start of this race than he was now. Let me quickly check the fuel difference. Vilsek's got Vilsek's got 3/4 of fuel. Mary's got less than 3/4, so it could be the weight of the car. And Vilsek is on the super soft, and as is Mary, as is Scotty, and they all have similar amounts of fuel as well. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what's happened to Vilsek's pace there, but we'll keep an eye on it. We certainly will. Now, the rest of the pack is spread out a bit, so I will stick with these guys for now. Just to let you guys know, we will be racing again in around, let's see, we're about halfway now, so we will be racing again at 5 o'clock on the dot with round 2, and I'll quickly just let you know who's going to be racing there, and I hope I don't miss anything on track. But there's going to be Shador, Cranker, Broomer, Super Bounty, Norris, Astro, YBN Steven, Platypus, Thomas, Castle, Atomic, and Leaker. So that should be a very nice race, as well as Vilsek too gets a bit scruffy there as he's going through the final, well, the final long corner at turn 15. He's gone through 16 and 17 now, and he's looking like he's about to be overtaken by Mary and Scotty possibly as well. So let's see if Mary can get this overtake done. Vilsek has chosen the inside line already. He's committed to it. He's being very defensive right now. Mary's switched to the outside. Let's see if Mary can make this move. Let's see if he can brake a little bit later. Doesn't look like it. Looks like Vilsek's got it, but can Mary cut back now to the inside? No, he can't. And now Mary's under pressure by Scotty as Vilsek escapes by 1/10 of a second there. He manages to pull away slightly. He's just turning through turn 5 right now, and then 6. He's looking pretty stable as they're going through turn 7. Vilsek's pulled away another 1/10 there just through the S's alone, but that is expected, and he will probably get caught up again by Mary soon. But, oh, Mary's come off! Mary's come off! Let's hope he can get around that corner. He can! How did Mary save that? We definitely need to see a replay of that. I don't know how he managed to save that. He comes through, he goes off, he's got 2 left wheels in the gravel. He drifts around the corner in style and manages to pull it off. Bravo. Bravo, Mary. But in all of that, I've been an idiot, and I've just missed Mary getting overtaken by Scotty. Let's see if we can catch it. So, Mary was ahead. They're just going through turn 10 right now. Really fast right-hander. Immediate braking afterwards into turn 11 at the hairpin. Mary brakes a little bit late. Scotty looks down the inside and he gets... Oh, contact between these two. But they're both okay. Racing incident, I think. And these two are back to racing. So good job there, Scotty. So it's still Vilsek, Scotty, Mary. Mary's down in 4th place now, unfortunately. The other guys are pulling away. And it looks like there's a bit of battle going on a bit further down between Bagpuss and Maximus right now. I've not seen these guys on track that much in this race, so let's see how these guys do. So, they're just going through 13 now. Bagpuss is 1.1 second behind. Let's see if we can increase that gap before they get to the finish line. So, Max is team captain over at the Golden Arrows. Very nice black, white, gold livery there. Very similar to that of the default car, which is black, yellow and green. Similar styling, where the rear is black and then they've got an alternate colour at the front with a stripe separating them. But yeah, both of these, I mean all cars right now are in the lineup for Best Livery Award. There will be a vote on it soon, towards the end of the season. And the winner, the guy who designed the livery, might win a prize. We'll have to wait and see. But Max crosses the line and he pulled away actually by 1/10. He's 1.3 seconds ahead. So Max is doing a pretty good job distancing himself from the car there. Now, I'm quickly just going to mute my microphone and have a bit of a cough because my throat is pretty sore. Please bear with me. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. Had to grab some water as well, if my throat's very sore. But anyway, looking back on track now, it looks like Max has pulled away a fair bit from Bagpuss, and it's actually Bagpuss and Markov who are battling right now. But Markov in that pink BWT Racing Point, Fifi team captain for him. Fifi's all the way down in 11th right now. I've not seen much of him on track. Let's see how he's getting on. He's quite far behind as well. He's 1 minute 53 off the lead right now. But we're going to jump back to Markov and Bagpuss because these two are going to be the ones to look out for. So they're very, very close. And Bagpuss is in the pits. I was wondering where Bagpuss disappeared to there. He was on the soft tyre. I think he's going back onto the soft tyre. He's just refueling his car. Let's wait and see what he's going to put in. He's on the super soft tyres now. I don't think he'll be able to go to the end of the race. He might have to pit again there. Now, Vilcek is in second, 11 seconds behind, and look how close Scotty is behind them. He's pulled away from Mary 5 seconds now, and Scotty is 6 tenths behind Vilcek. I'm going to stick with these two now, because I think there is going to be a big battle on our hands with these two. So they've just gone through 130R there. That gap's come down below 7 tenths. It was at the peak at 8 tenths on this lap. And the slipstream is really helping Scotty out right now. If he can stay behind and get a good exit out of the chicane at 16 and 17. Oh, who's that? Is that someone into the pits or is that someone spinning? I think it's Fifi maybe in the pits. Scotty's right behind. He's looking down the inside. Who's going to break later? There's contact between these two. Bit of contact there. Scotty is still behind. Can he look down the inside into turn 2? Not yet. And Vilcek has closed that gap now. And he is firmly ahead in second place. But Scotty's not giving up as he goes a little bit wide there. He's still managing to stay behind though. He's less than 5 tenths behind. Let's watch this actually as they go through turn 6 right now. Slightly starting to do an elevation change going uphill. Then it's very uphill now as they're going through turn 7. A long left-hander. And then after you get around the crest of turn 7, it's downhill. Heavy braking into the fast right-hander at turn 8, and Vilcek has pulled away. He's over a second now, and he's gained another tenth there, so he's 1.1 seconds. So Vilcek is doing a good job battling. So through turn 11, Scotty had a little bit of a drift there. He's powering through this really long right-hander at turn 12. And Jan is saying, we're in Japan for a reason, Tokyo Drift. That's right, it is. I think Mary has the best drift so far going through turn 8, I think, at turn 9. I think Mary wins the drift competition through turn 9. But yeah, Vilcek's just pulled away another 2 tenths throughout the middle sector here, so he's doing a pretty decent job defending against Scotty and increasing that gap. So let's just have a look a bit further down the field. Let's ride on board with Martin in the default car, see how he's getting on. That's the default livery that I was talking about. You can see how it's somewhat similar to that of the Golden Arrows. Looks like he's had contact with a wall or another car on his left-hand side there, but it's a very nice-looking car. It's definitely up there, top 3, I would say. iDev Tutorials, who might you be? Excuse me. I don't recognise your name, unfortunately, but I will keep an eye on the commentary. Jumping down to Fifi in 11th place. He's the team captain at BWT Racing Point, Force India, Pink, blah-de-blah. And his car's looking a bit worse for wear as well. He crosses the line. He's got a penalty right now as well. He's 2 minutes 41 off the lead. I don't think... it's Castle. I don't think he's that confident around Suzuka. Nice to have you here, Castle. He's drift for Fifi, and he manages to keep it as well. Oh, that's definitely top 2. I'd say that's top 2. I think it's tied with Fifi and Mary so far. Let's have another look at that, because that was sweet. Let's see his Fifi. So he's coming into turn 1. He loses the rear as it steps out into turn 2, but he keeps it on track there and manages to keep the car straight. Good job, Fifi. But anyway, enough of the drifting. Looking on track, it looks like, again, the closest are going to be Vilsack and Scotty. Now, Scotty's managed to close that gap down to just 5 tenths now. He took out 3 tenths just as they came out of turn 11. He must have had a pretty decent exit there. And he's now 3 tenths behind. Let's see if he can keep it as they go through turn 13 at Spoon. Another nice on-camber turn. And you go through turn 14 here, and you have to start putting that gas down as early as you can, because it's down and then uphill. But again, if you go too early on that throttle, it could push you wide and you'll hit that gravel trap. So you need to, you know, choose what's going to happen there. Jan saying, come on, mate. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, sorry. But here they go through 130R. Ooh, it looks like Scotty went a bit wide there, but he's managed to come back on track, and he is down another 3 tenths again. So Scotty really needs to keep the consistency. You can see there's little 3 green lights on the side of his car there. That is to show that he's in 3rd place, and both of these guys are coming into the pits now, as is Shane. So let's see. This will be the last pit stop, I believe. There's only 7 laps left. If they can keep it, the fuel low, one of them might be able to jump the other. Let's see if they can do it. So they're probably both going back onto the Superstar tyres. They're still refueling. We'll jump down to Vilsack now. It says he's in 4th place. He's pulled away. Oh, Scotty still hasn't pulled away yet. Now Scotty's out, and he's 2.4 seconds behind, so he lost almost 2 seconds there. That's not good. And Vilsack has gone on to the Supersofts, as has Scotty. So moving a bit further down the field, we've got another battle going on between Iceman and who's behind him right now? It's not Mary, even though it says it's... Is that a back marker? Oh, it's Fifi. It's Fifi. So that's a back marker there who Iceman has passed now. And everyone is quite separated on track. Kimmy's gap to Scotty is currently 7.3 seconds. I'll keep an eye on that. I was talking to Scotty via the stream as if he can hear it. Oh, yeah, I understand. That gap is 7 seconds now, so he is gaining, but I think, I mean, it's going to have to be a second a lap. He's going to have to gain a second a lap if he has any chance of catching him towards the end. He does have fresh Supersofts though, so he might be able to. We'll keep it set 6.8, so another 2 tenths through 2 corners. If Iceman can keep up this pace, he might actually catch him on the last lap, but right at the end, unfortunately. Let's see what it's like as he comes out of turn 14. So that's 13 there, 14. Amazing set of corners there. Down and then uphill, and he's down to 6.1 seconds. Jan, I think you could be right. If you were implying that Iceman is going to be catching Scotty, I think you're right. It's now 6 seconds. He's going to get, if he can continue at this pace, he's going to get this done before they even get to the last lap. Let's hope he can do it, because that will be absolutely amazing to see. Now again, everyone's a bit spaced out, so I'll go through a few of the people near the back. So Maximus is in 9th place right now on fresh soft, so he's done all of his pit stops. Markov is sat in 8th place right now. Bagpuss, team captain over at Bock and Calls, is in 7th place. And Havoc is back up 6th. So he's got a way to go if he wants to try and catch Mary. He's got 8.7 seconds. I don't think he's going to be able to do that. Again, we'll keep an eye on the gaps there. But we've got one car off. Let's press Z quickly so we can see who it is. It's Pitch Black. Right, so let's see what happened to Pitch there. So he was just going through turn 6. He got on the grass and he lost the rear, causing his car to spin around. And he's back on track. So what happened again? Ooh. I'm not sure if he got hit by another driver there, but he's reversing on track again. He needs to be more... Oh, that's okay. He needs to be a bit more careful there, but that's unfortunate for you, Pitch Black. But keep fighting. I think if you're in 10th yet, you can still get a point for your team at the Golden Arrows here. I'm sure Max will be very appreciative for that. Now behind, there's 2 cars close. I'm not sure if it's a back marker or not, but we will have a look. It's Fifi's getting blue flagged from Mary, I think that is. He goes really deep into turn 11 there. and he gets back on track, and he pushes the code onto the track, almost wiping out Mary. There must be drama between Bach and Calls and BWT right now. But yeah, so let's jump to the race leader, Shane. He's currently 19 seconds ahead of Vilsek. He has some remarkable pace here. And now, the way that this works is that each team has 4 drivers, and we have 2 racers. So the team selects 2 drivers to go in race 1, 2 drivers to go in race 2. Now, the teams all send that info to me because I'm not racing, and they don't know which drivers are going to be in which race. So I think Shane is possibly the fastest on track. Out of everyone in the current team, Shane is the fastest. Lika is also very fast, as is Atomic. But these Atomic and Shane have only raced once, and I don't think Lika's raced Shane yet. So I think a very good race will be Lika, Atomic, and Shane battling it out for first place. But also Havoc has some amazing pace as well. He was actually ahead of his team captain Lika for a lot of the race at Laguna Seca. So if we could see those 4 on track at one time, obviously it's impossible because you're going to choose 2 from a team, but I think that would be a hell of a race. But yeah, props to Shane. I mean, he's doing a hell of a job in that default car there. And every race he does, he's just always finishing so far ahead. I think in Laguna Seca he lapped everyone apart from second place. He's not as far ahead in Japan, but he's still doing a fantastic job. Now we've got someone in the pits. It's Bagpuss. Bagpuss is in the pits. He's coming out, and he has come out behind Havoc. So he has fresh rubber on right now, and he may be able to catch Markov. Oh, it's Markov he's come out behind. He's 1.5 seconds behind. Could be a little bit of a battle there. Jan is saying, can I bribe you to know which race he's racing in? Talk to Gwendolyn. She handles my finances. Getting back to the race, apologies for that. Bagpuss is just going through turn 6 right now. He's 2.5 seconds behind, so he's lost a second, but that might have been him getting up to speed when he was coming out of the pit lane. So we'll keep an eye on that gap as well. Now I'm going to jump back up to Iceman because he hasn't managed to take out the same amount of time as he was on Scotty. He was gaining more than a second a lap, but he's now dropped it down to 6.1 seconds, so he's not gained enough. He's going to have to do 1.5 seconds a lap quicker if you want to catch him by the end, but that will be right at the end, and he's not going to be able to do that, I don't think. He has got it down to 5.7 though, so it could be, it's possible, it's definitely possible, but I think probabilistically it's out of his reach. So Shane has started lap 19. Where is Shane right now? He's just finished the S's going through turn 7. Vilsek 23 seconds behind has just started the S's at turn 3 there, just going through turn 4 now. Hell of a race from Vilsek. This is the first race where he could actually race, which is great. He always got stuck on the grid before, but this time it seems to have worked. It might also be because Mary's hosting now instead of Bagpuss, so we might have to try Mary again for the next race because we didn't have any people stuck on the grid for the main race, thankfully. Now, there are 2 cars close, but I'm not sure if... Oh, it is, yes, of course. It's Bagpuss and Markov. So he's got the gap down another second. So it was 2.5, it's now 1.3. He's 1 minute 28 off the lead, however. Bagpuss's car is looking battered and bruised. Just going through turn 1, and he's less than a second behind now. So we could see a last lap battle here for 7th place. Markov has it all to lose, and Bagpuss has it all to win. He's got fresher rubber. Let's check their fuel. Markov has got slightly less fuel. And he's now 5/10 behind. We could even see an overtake on this lap. Just gone through turn 8 there. Or 9, beg your pardon. Just going through 10 now. Hairpin at turn 11. Let's see if he can do anything here. He's not going to be able to do it here. And is that... That's Fifi ahead, the back marker. So could we get some team orders here to help him? What we could see happen, which will be very naughty, is Fifi allows Markov to pass, but not Bagpuss. Let's hope they can keep it clean though. Otherwise, there's going to be even more drama between BWT and Bock and Calls. So Bagpuss is 3/10 behind now. He's 3.5 tenths behind. Going uphill, he's going to have a little bit of a speed advantage here, but not too much because of, well, gravity and all. And as they go through turn 15, he's still close. He's not gone wide as well. He's still managed to stay behind. He's taken the inside line to make sure he can get some more downforce as he goes through the corner. You got yellow flag ahead. Is that Fifi? Yes, it is. Fifi's gone wide. So Fifi did the gentleman thing there and let these guys go. And the race is still on. So look how close Bagpuss is behind him now. He's got so much more speed. Markov defending a bit aggressively. No, he's not. No, he's not defending aggressively. Markov's chosen that outside line now, and he's ahead. So it's not going to be now. It's going to be a few more laps until he's going to be able to do this, because overtaking through the S's is only possible if the driver in front makes a mistake. So we'll stick with Bagpuss's onboard right now just to see if he can do anything. Oh, Markov's gone a bit wide there. He's kissed the gravel, and that has allowed Bagpuss to close up. He must be less than a tenth behind him now. Just coming uphill through turn 7 right now. Markov touching the grass again, but you can hear Bagpuss sliding slightly. Just coming through turn 9. Oh no! Bagpuss is spun! Oh, that's unfortunate there. Oh, he's glitching around on track. Oh, I'm not sure if he has. Oh no, he hasn't spun. Wow, that was interesting. He's gone down the inside at turn 11 though. And has he got the overtake done? He has on track. He has according to the standings. But is Markov going to give up? He's not got enough speed. Bagpuss got the overtake done. They both got their shoulders out there, but I think it was respectful. And Markov is always up for an aggressive race, as long as it's fair. Markov is one of the most fairest drivers out there on track, especially in Formula 1. And yeah, Bagpuss got the overtake done, so he claims 7th place. Well done, Bagpuss. Now, Vilsek is still in second. He is 18 seconds behind Shane in first place. And Scotty has dropped down a fair bit, but Iceman's only 4 seconds behind him now. But I don't think that's going to be enough to catch him by the end of the race. Mary's a lot further down the road from Iceman, and Havoc isn't... Oh, he is a fair bit behind Mary as well, actually. He's 21 seconds behind. So I think Havoc's going to get a nice 8 points for... let's see, 6th place. So Shane is about to start his final lap right now, so we'll stick with him and watch him finish. I will keep an eye on the map in the top right though, just to see if anyone closes up a bit or if anyone comes off the road. But here comes Shane approaching turn 1 right now. Doesn't brake, or brakes ever so slightly. Turns in at turn 2. He touches the inside slightly and throws up some dirt, but manages to pull away quite quickly. Into turn 3, start of the S's. We've got a yellow flag. We've got a car ahead of him that's come off. Let's hope he doesn't cause an incident with the current race leader. You can see a yellow flag being waved there. I think it might be Fifi. I'm not sure, but we'll have to wait and see. And it looks like Shane's trying to put in a fastest lap as well, because he's just gone purple in the first sector. Current fastest lap is held by him. It's under 2 minutes as well. It's a 1:59.1, and it's Fifi ahead, yeah, who's about to get lapped by the race leader. So he's gone wide to allow him to pass. And there goes Shane through turn 9. He's gone fast in the second sector as well. Another purple sector. I think he's going for a fastest lap here. All the way through the long right-hander at turn 12. He looks nice and stable. Brakes at about 75 meters as he enters Spoon at 13. And then exit Spoon at 14. His tyres are screeching through there, but he's not losing speed as he exits there and starts to go uphill. DRS would be really helpful if he could get it right now, but he can't, unfortunately. Let's see what his time is as he crosses the line. He's gone purple again. He's 6/10 up, so I think he's about to set a fastest lap. Let's hope he can do it. Turns into the chicane at 16 and 17. Comes around the final corner at turn 18. And he crosses the line and takes first place. Congratulations, Shane. What an absolute beast of a race from you again. So here comes Scotty just going through 130R now at turn 15. Vilsek is... Vilsek, what happened there? I've clicked the replay, but Vilsek has dropped down to 3rd place. Scotty's moved up and Tag Her thinks it's going to take its first podium. And he crosses the line. Congratulations. There goes Vilsek crossing the line as well. And Iceman Kimmy taking 4th place. Great job today for those at Tag Her Phoenix Race Lab. So Mary's going to be next. He's just gone through 130R. Coming up to the chicane at 16 and 17. His car doesn't look too messy, actually. He's managed to keep it out of the walls as much as possible. Turns in at turn 18, and he'll cross the line as well and take 10 points for Bok and Calls. Congratulations, Mary. Another solid race from you as well. Now, Havoc is just coming through turn 15 now. He's got Pitch Black behind him. Pitch Black will be 2 laps down, I believe. Havoc's got a solid 8 points to Spinorama if he can keep it clean through here. He brakes, turns in to turn 16, exits turn 17, takes a bit too much curb there, but he's managed to stabilise the car. Comes through turn 18 and crosses the line for 6th place. Solid 8 points for Spinorama, and Pitch Black will finish in 10th there as well. Now going up to Bagpuss, who managed to get that overtake done on Markov, and Maximus has also overtaken Markov as well. Bagpuss is going to finish in 7th place and take 6 points for his team. Max is going to be next. He's going to finish 8th and take a solid 4 points for the Golden Arrows. Next up is going to be Markov in 9th place. Just coming around the final corner now, he's going to pick up 2 points to BWT, and Pitch Black, of course, has already finished the race, and he picked up the final point. So, great race, guys. Absolutely great race. And, yeah, we're going to see you in about 10 minutes' time for the next race.